All right, we're going to turn in our bouncing ball assignment. So if you go into Adobe Animate, the first thing I want you to do is make sure that you have looping turned on. So if you haven't clicked the loop button here, go ahead and click it and make sure the blue bar extends across all of your images. You can even click play once to make sure that it continues to loop. Once you have your image ready to go, you're going to go up to File, then you're going to go to Export, then you're going to select Export Animated GIF. Okay, you don't need to change any of the settings, so you'll go down to the right-hand corner and click on Save. Then you'll have this pop-up window here. It will show your file title. If it still says Untitled, please give it a title. Then check where it is saving to. Next to where, it should say Desktop. If it doesn't, if it says Documents, go ahead and click the drop-down menu and find Desktop. And then again, our file format should be a GIF, so a GIF image. Go ahead and click Save. Okay, now we're done with Adobe Animate, so we can do Command Q and quit out of Adobe Animate. Then we need to go into Canvas. When we go to Canvas, we're going to look for our assignment. Okay, so we can see Adobe Animate Bouncing Ball Turn In. We're going to click on that assignment. In the description here, you will see it says click on this link. You need to select that, and it says, would you like to make a copy of the turn-in? Say make a copy. Once you select make a copy, you'll see the instructions here on the first screen. We're going to go to slide 2 now. So when we get to slide 2, we're going to do insert at the top. We're going to select insert menu. We're going to select image, and we're going to select upload from computer. Once we do that, it's going to give us the option to look for our image. So we're going to find our bouncing ball GIF, and then we go ahead and say open, and now we can see our animation right there on the screen. On slide 3, we need an image of our bouncing ball path. So at this one, you can go into Photos and find your image and drag and drop it if it'll let you. Mine will not let me because that's an HEIC file. So if I minimize the screen and drag and drop this to my desktop, then I can go back in here and I can drag from my desktop onto here my path of a bouncing ball. Okay, so I have that one. Then I'm going to go into reflection and I'm going to answer the 3 questions. So what principles of animation did you use to create your bouncing ball? Describe where these principles are shown in your animation. You might take a look at your notes, your 12 principles of animation notes, and use that to help you answer this question. Be specific. So if you're talking about squash and stretch, where did you show that within your artwork or your animation? Then how did you feel about making this first digital animation? Don't just say good, be specific. So were there things that you felt really successful on? Were there things that were challenging? And then 3, what is something you could use more practice on? So is it the frames? Is it the timing? Once you have all of this completed, your 4 slides completed, if you go back up to slide 1, you're going to press delete. Okay. Then we're going to go up to share. Once we select share, we have to change our access, general access. If you do not change this, I cannot see your work. So we're going to select where it says restricted. We're going to click on that and we're going to select anyone with the link. Then we're going to click on copy link. Okay, so we've now copied our link. Now we're going to go into Canvas. Okay, again, we'll go into our document. If we've closed out of that, find that Adobe Animate Bouncing Ball. You're going to click Start Assignment now. So click the blue Start Assignment button in the top right corner. Then it's going to ask you for a website URL. You're going to do Command V to paste, and then you're going to say Submit Assignment. And then you are done. You have now turned in your bouncing ball.